Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Wars. We're here in the Dilmun interior on, apparently, I guess, the Isle of the Sun. And we're hanging out. We just got here last time, and actually we're just gonna head back because we need to go to the store. We have our inventory is bloated. We have been finding a lot of treasure. Hey Jay, how's it going? Been finding a lot of treasure, and we need to sort out our inventory because we can't carry much more. And I'm hoping to find much more. So, just head back across the bridge. Paragraph 12. What was that one again? Like describing the bridge. Yeah. Yeah. He wants to make sure we know where we're going because that's where Purgatory is. We have to show him our citizenship papers. Schools has some. Yep. Disappointed that he has to let us across, but that's how things are. He likes to follow the rules. Get into Purgatory. Hole in the wall down here. Can't go in through the gates or anything. I don't think there even are gates from the outside. Bandits again. How'd I get off the first island? Well, I escaped from the city. There's like 5 or 6 different ways to escape from the city. I just like walked through the hole in the walls. Like there's a bunch of secret passages through there. And then after exploring the slave camp, I just walked. I had managed to find some citizenship papers. And then I just walk across the bridge and the guards let me across as long as you have citizenship papers. Like it's an oddly well-detailed game for the time. They actually do account for quite a few different ways that you can do things. Let's see. Fastest way to the store from here. Spider. Yonder boy. Unfortunately, every time you leave the map and come back, all of the set encounter tiles reset. Okay. Here. Muscles. Sell. You can sell your old flail. And you can sell your war flail, because I believe the bladed flail is the best one we have of the. Yeah. And let's see. I want to keep the rest of that stuff for now. Rick, what do you have? Battle axe. Yeah, sell the battle axe. Feb. Let's see. He has those broadswords that he doesn't need. The hand axe is also. Oh. Brigandine. First and scale armor. Sell the Brigandine. I don't need more sets of that. All the spears. Spears are ranged weapons. Their armor. Okay, yeah. Charm, Luck, Lesser Heal, Mage Light. Those are all low magic spells that I don't need copies of. And I can get infinite free ones. And yeah, I don't need more. That's not even... Yeah, he's wearing Brigandine. Uh-huh. Dagger. Wearing Scale. Fire, Mage Fire, Brigandine. Don't need... Currently has a bow. It's a root dagger. Dragonstone. Wearing Brigandine. Take a look at the inventory here. On shield, helm, hammer. I think I'm going to give hammer slash maces cheetah. Um, sunlight, cheetah. He has sun magic skill. Chain is better than scale. Chain, loop. Okay, so give the chain to loop. Sorry, not the chain. The scale. Okay, so we have another set of D. Learn the sunlight skill. Okay. Now you put the hammer. Trade dagger to Theb. Bows and wearing Brigandine. He's Dragonstone. Trade some of these Dragonstones to someone who can carry for now. Free up a bit of space. Go. Let's see. dagger is worth less than a broadsword. It has a bonus to your attack value, I believe. Makes it easy to hit with, but it does less damage than a broadsword does. I'll just sell it. Okay. Pull the bow. Honestly, I don't need to keep around a bunch of extra stacks of arrows. They're cheap and plentiful enough. I do wish that the dragon stones would stack. It looks like they should, right? There's a little number there in the column. But no, they each take up a separate inventory slot. You can actually buy a better bow, I think. Crossbows use a different skill than long do, but let's just buy him a longbow. Gold. Okay. And that should be good for now. I have a whole bunch of dragon stones I'm carrying around. Am I ever going to use them? I don't know. It's like your usual RPG consumable issue where you have all these consumables. You really should just use them, but you never do use them because what if you need them later? And meanwhile, my pockets are just overflowing dragon stones. Anyway, I should heal. Has good healing spells. Cast sunlight. Didn't heal for much. Greater healing. And that build him up. Pretty good too. Surprised at just how quickly I found a whole ton of spells from the other schools. Okay. Go and spell points at that. It's a wolf. Unjustly accused guy. Better beat this guy up. Okay. Back out of this city, pikeman. Okay. Leave Purgatory, yes. Save the game, and there was actually one thing I wanted to check back here in the slave camp. There was this building here, priest in it. Let us see if my arcane lore skill will here. Because that's a skill that deals with gods, and like the description for this is, hey, here's a shrine to like basically all the gods. Uh, didn't do any good. Knowledge. Skill. Or it doesn't let me choose which lore skill, I guess because he has the. Okay, no, can't do anything here. That's fine. Now, head over here, bring up the map. Well, map in the menu, up from here. So, started here in Purgatory, and go across the bridge to the north. We wind up on the Isle of the Sun, where the city of Phobos is. And we heard a warning that the master of the Temple of the Sun in Phobos is probably in league with Namtar. That's something to check out. And then there's also, I guess, a passage up toward Lansk, and then over onto the Isle of Quag, where the city of Mudtoad is, and that's where the Lanak Tur, the High Mage, the Master of High Magic in Yellow Mudtoad City, lived, and we have to, I guess, reassemble his petrified corpse to bring him back to life for some reason. I guess he would be helpful in the fight against Namtar, sure. So we have to go there at some point. But right now we're here. You're on the Forlorn Isle, and there's a slave manor and also some ruins that I think are probably worth exploring. That's what we're going to check out for now. And maybe we can do something about slavery here. I imagine the slave manor is probably where we get sent. If we take the route out of the city where we sell ourselves into slavery to Master Mog, and he brings us to his mines, they're probably in the slave manor right here, right? That's what I would guess. And then the ruins over there. Well, hey, who doesn't want to explore some ruins? So for now, just a map page. Head into the slave estate. In the midst of the wilderness, you find a countryside estate. Several astonishingly lifelike sculptures are displayed beside the main gate. Say so? Don't come out directly in front of the gate, I suppose. Maybe we can climb over it. Didn't do any good. Hey. Well, I suppose just going to have to. Oh, here we are. A plaque reads, "Welcome to my garden. Please enjoy the works of art I have created. They are my gifts to mankind. Mog. Okay, so yes, this is Master Mog's estate. It all links. What do you suppose these statues are people he has petrified? Uh, yeah, Flash. All right. Got a door in front of us here. Have a bad feeling about what lies beyond this door. Say so. Examining here. All right, let's. I do this right. 2, 5. Good. Five, 5. Water up here. 2. All right. Little building up here. Okay. Tracks of something not quite human. Spooky. Statue over there. That's right. Mog was bragging about his statue garden. Statue is remarkably lifelike. Hmm. There are spells that can like turn stone to flesh, aren't there? Don't know if I mage fire, charm, lesser charm, luck mage light, high magic have high magic, good magic, scare and healing. Sun magic is sunstroke and sunlight. Let's see, he has firelight, healing, cloak arcane, and sense traps. No, can't target any of the. Is there like a lore skill or something I could use? I'm gonna say this is almost certainly a person who has been turned to stone, right? Uh, oh, can I use my spirit? Can I use my IQ, my smarts? doesn't look like if there is something I'm supposed to be able to use for it, I don't have it yet. Or I don't know what it's supposed to be. Maybe if and when I learn that skill that can like remove stone, I'll be able to free this guy. But for now, I suppose he's stuck like this. Like statue. Okay. He may or may not be back, buddy. Door. Statue looks so real you expect it to speak. Shit. No. For sheer realism, this statue has no equal. Well, that's our exterior. Suppose we should start poking around inside. Check out that small building up here first. We saw something not quite human. I have a tracking skill. Skill tracker. The tracks go this way. Okay. Tracks anyhow. Okay, it actually took me. Sure. Okay, so it took me to the door that I have a bad feeling about. Okay. Let's save. Read paragraph 103. I wonder if there's a skill that's giving me a bad feeling, or if that's like always going to be the case. 103. These are the private chambers of the master of the house. The curtains are drawn across the windows, permitting little light to enter the room. In the murk, you can see that this room, like the others in the house, is strangely devoid of wall hangings, and that no mirrors are present. Master is sitting in his favorite chair. He wears the garb of an artist, specifically of a sculptor, and he wants you to be his next masterpiece. Okay, here's Mog. He wants to turn us into statues. Not too surprising, I suppose. All right. Not like the getting into combat or anything. Can I bureaucracy him? Mog's dreadful secret is discovered. One gaze demon has appeared. Okay. Still 20 feet away. We continue to advance. Him up. Cast Sunstroke on him. 2 points back. So cast Firelight on him. Sure. Let's scare him. Cloak Arcane is actually, it's like a party-wide armor buff. And we seem to be doing okay. Okay. Beat the gaze demon. Do we get leveled up? Alright, so was this Master Mog himself, or was this Master Mog's pet? Just mark this guy on the gaze. I'm surprised there's not like dialogue or lore about this. Someone getting upset over me bursting into their room, eating up their boss or something. I don't know. Suppose I should bandage. Uh, didn't do any good. Apparently, I didn't take enough of be able to bandage that. Okay. This dressing room is in total disarray. The shattered remains of a full-length mirror lay in a corner. Okay, let's take the mirror. Why not take the mirror? Not we take it. Oh, no, no, I do have it. It lets me take as many of them, apparently. Uh, guard. Yes. Now, I suppose if I had come into here first, I would have been able to say maybe pick up the mirror and equip it and use it to reflect the gaze demon gaze back at him, maybe. Not that he was much of a challenge or turned anyone to stone anyway, but I suppose that's probably what the mechanic was supposed to be. Bunch of mirrors. Like we all pick up a mirror shard and equip it like a shield, and it reflects the thing back. Anyway, probably was, but we dealt with Master Mog here. So much trouble. I mean, that was Mog. Paragraph 99. Okay. 99. In this stuffy bedroom, you find a journal. From it, you determine that the master of this house was a man named Mog, a rich aristocrat who made his fortune in the mining business. By all accounts, he was a crude man, wealthy but uncultured, who fancied himself an artist. The journal is largely given over to a remarkably frank account of Mog's failure as an artist. Mogg admits to experimenting with alchemy in pursuit of his art. At one point, he confesses using a potion to transform living flesh into stone, but the artistic results were not satisfactory. Near the end of the journal, Mogg mentions acquiring an apprentice by supernatural means. It seems this apprentice was originally supposed to assist Mogg in his art. Toward the end of the journal, Mogg admits the apprentice has begun producing incredible works of art, which Mogg displays in his garden and calls his own. Mogg hints that the apprentice demands a terrible price for his art and that he fears him. It is possible the apprentice might not be human. Okay, so the gaze demon was Mogg's apprentice, which, if you want to summon a demon to turn people into stone, and then claim that these statues are your own sculpture. That's a path toward success. You can do that. Why not? Okay, paragraph 99. And hey, dealt with that guy, his apprentice already. Here's some goblins. Reload. Bad. It'll let me bandage now. Bandage. Yes. The walls of this sitting room were formerly hung with mirrors, but the mirrors have been destroyed. Okay, so the gaze demon does not like mirrors. It's giving you some hints that hey, maybe mirrors would be helpful. Want to maybe try using a mirror gaze demon? Helpful. Maybe I dodged a bullet there, not having everyone get turned to stone or anything. Food laid out for the evening meal in this dining room has long since gone stale. Maybe we're also suggesting that Master Mog got by his gaze demon apprentice. Perhaps this has become the master, as they say. Paragraph 105. Okay. "105. There are evident signs this chamber was formerly the lair of a beast or large animal. A pile of straw in the corner indicates where a large creature could have slept. The walls scraped with claw marks, and the room is invaded by an unpleasant odor. The room makes you feel instinctively uneasy." Okay. Goblins. Web is stunned. Okay. Bandage Theb. Cast. Healing spell. I don't need to be too precious with my spell points. I have a ton of dragon stones that are just clogging up my inventory, and I'm sure I'm going to be finding more. Or I believe 20 spell points. Go. Paragraph 105, that's the one I just read. Appears to be a guard room, but where are the guards? Salute. Hey, sure. There's some stuff. Like 6 more dragon stones. Yeah, I definitely don't need to be precious with the dragon stones. Pick up weapon. Ulrich. I really wish I could stack items. These dragon stones really should stack. Oh well. Anyway, a little item cache. All of this guy's dragon stones. All right. Which way to explore first? Go this out into a little courtyard, I guess. Statues. Read paragraph 117. What's that one? 17. Here in the open garden, you find an unusual statue. It is of an apparently wealthy man. If the quality of his garments is any clue, he is in poor shape and appears to be afraid of something. The quality of the work is excellent, but the statue is very unflattering. Okay, I think we found Master Mog. Probably. Two more statue. Read paragraph 1. Wow. Paragraph 1. Paragraph 1. In this dark chamber are warehoused several sculptures of decidedly inferior quality. Mostly, they are crude attempts at busts or full-figure nudes of decidedly pornographic intent. Whoever produced these disasters, it could not have been the same artist that created the rest of the artwork you've seen on the estate. Poor Master Mog. This is what he turned out himself, I guess. Here's some goblins. Oak Arcane, I guess you can't cast in combat. All that damage. If I see the party. Is taking damage. Yeah. Healing in combat does also restore stun. Right. Just goblins left. Great. Paragraph 1. Alright. Thing else there, just all the old statues. Log's failure happens when you try to like do art yourself instead of just turning people into statues. Demonic energy. Floorboards creak as you walk. Here's a snake. Um, up on it. Wow. Snake is kind of a big deal. Fine. Bandage. Cheetah. Dragon stone. Good. I mean, 20 points is a fair bit at this stage. This room heaped full of household items. Among them is an uncommon number of mirrors. Do I want mirrors? No. I already beat uh, the gaze demon. And you have chest room locked. Good. Alright, so a locked chest here. Point, points. Louis does have points. They have skill in lockpicking. Deb has 1 point in lockpicking. Let's see. A locked chest here. Have more mirrors down. You obviously need another point in lockpicking. To give you 2. Doesn't already have 1. Give Louis a two-hander since that's the type of weapon he's using. Oh, okay, it worked this time. I guess there is some RNG. Hand axe and 100 gold. Sure. Towards you walk. Is that just to tip me off on the hidden door here? Probably. Okay, so if I had a way to turn statues back into people, I could turn, say, Master Mog and the other statues back into people. As it is, I already beat Demon. So I've solved the source of the problems here already. Didn't even need those mirrors. Whatever. Notably, there's no entrance into the mines here. I thought that the mines would, well, hmm, be it for this area though. Until I can turn flesh to stone or turn stone to flesh. Got a list here. Soften stone. Yeah, soften stone is a druid spell. I imagine that's the one that we want. Magic Cloak Arcane. Okay, yeah. Get a little shield on our UI indicating that Cloak Arcane is active and we have bonus armor class. Also cast Sense Traps. And we have a little eyeball. Much like back in the Bard's Tale, we get those little UI elements showing your out of combat buffs. They don't last very long, I think. But okay, I mean, I guess this is Save Estate. Guards. Well, the guards have all been turned to stone by the demon. I guess this is where he kept the demon before it turned on him. And there's not really anything else to do until we learn how to soften stone. But okay, that's the place. And hey, we found a bit of treasure. None of it terribly useful, but we found a bit of treasure. A hammer, dagger, short sword, hand axe. All trash. More dragon stones. We have so many dragon stones. So many dragon stones. Dear. couple more to Cheetah. Sure. Got one regular arrow left in that stack. And, we'll come back once we figure out how to soften stone, but for now, there's still... Cloak Arcane has already worn off. Here's some ancient ruins. Sure. Corroded stones like rotting teeth jut from the wet soil, marking where the buildings of a proud city once stood. A battered signpost reads, "Keep for Tars." All right, so of Tars. Coming in from the west side. There. Cheetah says the walls of this city were not shattered by man. Dragons have been here. So we've heard that dragons are essentially nuclear weapons in the setting, that they get unleashed as a sort of deterrent. Also going to be an exit. Yes. Here's some lizard men. Sorry, lizard apes. Okay. Advance. Already stunned. Lizard apes might be a little tougher. Okay, not that tough. Bandage. No big deal. Notice signs that a party of men have passed this way. Okay. Like tracks to me. This way. Watch out for the pit. The tracks end here. Huge slab of stone lays before Flash. Really took me quite a distance. A huge slab of stone lays before you. Skills. Cave lore. Notice scrape marks in the dust near the stone, and maybe it can be. Oh. So it does have strength. That what I would want. Let's. We'll come back here. Make my way back. Want to avoid a pit, apparently. Is that where the pit was? Maybe. Here's underworld monsters lust for your blood. Two skeletons appear. Fight them. They probably dislike sun magic, right? Fire? Sure. Great. Okay, here's the tracks. Yeah, again, I am fairly impressed at how much things like skills are mattering in this. I can use my tracking skill and go all the way to, I guess, where a passage down under the city into the ruins. I assume. I assume. Or along here. Then I suppose this out of the room. Two, all coming along. Flash. The ruins are jealously guarded by all manner of foul beasts. Here's 6 goblins. Okay. Fight. Block, 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 block. Cast. Scare. Cast. Back. It had no effect at all. We're not doing super well. Run. Yeah, okay, we did not do super well. Okay. Bandage first. Well, anyway. Not attributes. Skill, ability, bandage. Okay, now top off with magic. Doesn't do a ton. Okay. Some dragonstone. Probably fine for healing. So let's go ahead. Cast Cloak Arcane. 3 spiders this time. So there's always going to be an encounter here, but what the encounter is will vary. And some spiders, you know, somewhat easier to deal with than goblins. Okay. Oh, look out, monsters! There goes the neighborhood. To advance on them. Cast. Scare actually work. I don't know. No effect at all. Louis already stunned. Goblins are rough. But we won. Hooray. Okay. Heal up again. Not do a whole lot. That's probably fine for now. All right. Where am I? Yeah. Goes to the south. Right. I've made it back to this stone slab. I'm assuming, like, the passage down. Let's go ahead and use muscle. Let's use his strength. The slab starts to move, but then rocks onto Muskel's foot. Ow. Beneath the slab, you find a flight of stairs. There are descending stairs here. Do you wish to take them? Not right now. But okay, so there is randomness. There is like some dice rolling going on here. Okay, we'll explore this later. Flash. Nothing here. I some cave lore. Didn't do any good. City lore. No. There's no lore that can help me, or if there is, I already got it like automatically or something. That happens. Okay. South from here. Skeletons. Just flail at them. They they waited to advance until after my entire party had gone. Everyone's missing. Alright. Bandage Theb, I guess. Okay. Here's a guardian snake. You wouldn't be trying to steal my treasure, would you? Yes, probably. Why wouldn't I? I need to leave treasure. Everyone misses. Guardian Snake has, well, not hand, but okay, 200 XP. Not bad. Everyone levels up. Great. Ability bandage. Find the remains of a long dead warrior. Hard shield, a fire sword. Hello. And then dragon stones. Cheetah. Dragon stone. Still dragon stone. Oh, Feb. Can't equip the fire sword. Why not? Strength's too low. Team strength. Check the. Let's see. Fire sword requires stank 17 strength. Well, well. You can equip the large shield, but not the fire sword. Okay, the large shield for now. People did just level up. What do I want to give? Give Moscow another point in flails. Erlich leveled up. Seb gets 17 strength. Fire sword. I would have liked to, take a skill or something. Louis, what do you want? Flying, fist fighting, hiding, lock, pick, pickpocket, swim. You don't have strength. Cheetah. Let's see. Cheetah. Another sun magic. Landil can have of high magic. There was a body here with a fire sword. And we can equip it. Equip it. Perfect. That the treasure that the snake is guarding. Pretty good treasure. I'm happy with it. Direction. Flash. Flash. Okay. Nope. Ape. On him. No big deal. Flash. Fills in this corner. Goblins. Goblins are pretty rough. Alright. It do a fair bit of damage to Ulrich. To Louis. Guard up here. This open area better repair than the rest of the city. Strange murals cover the walls. Okay. Cave, forest, mountain lore. Oh, paragraph 23. Go. This here. City lore. Paragraph. All right. What's that one? 23. You intently scrutinize the murals for several minutes and are able to arrive at a few broad conclusions. It seems this city square was used to confine a dragon. You remember a legend of the cities of Dilmun holding dragons captive as defense against their neighbors. Murals depict blood sacrifice and obtuse ceremony being used to pacify the dragon. In one of the ceremonies, a priest is depicted aiming a short metal rod at a dragon, seemingly holding the beast under his sway. There is no rendering of the dragon in action. It seems the dragon demanded a terrible price for a purely defensive weapon. Furthermore, ruins surrounding the square offer mute testimony to the effectiveness of a dragon for city defense. Yes. I mean, kind of. Okay, so getting a bit more. Nothing else here. Oh, although, well, not here. Well, no. All right, that's fine. Fine. Where am I? Air sends chills up your spine. Flash. These ruins are jealously guarded by all manner of foul beasts. Here's 6 spiders. flail at them and hope that they just sort of walk into us. They did. We beat them. Didn't do. Oh, here's 2 spitting lizards. Okay. Found them. Yep. Everyone's stunned. Run away. Wow, okay. Okay. 2 spitting lizards did that much to me, huh? It's a good thing bandage works so well. Let's top off with magic. Some drones. Save the game. Fighters this time. I should have cast Cloak Arcane. Fighters are still going pretty hard here. Cast up to 4 points now. I boosted my skill. Web. Okay. Spiders are down. Didn't do any good. Several scrolls are tacked onto the northern wall. Get the loot. Scrolls are we talking about? Oh yeah, yes. These are Air Summon, Elvar's Fire, Exorcism, and Guidance. What do these do? What type of magic are these? Cure attacks using a not guidance on magic. Accurately tells you the direction you face. Very useful underground where your friendly direction gauge is. Okay, so it's a compass spell. It's useful in ruin, where I guess your compass doesn't work. Exorcism is also sun magic. Undead cannot abide the light of the sun, usually not effective against the living. It's a pretty good damage spell for undead. The other one's Air Summon and Elvar's Fire. Air Summon is high magic. Uh, Elvar's Fire is also a group damage spell, but for high magic. Okay, let's see. I'm on Cheetah right now. Grab Exorcism, Guidance. Landil, grab Air Summon, Elvar's Fire. Hey, nice. Two more spells. Just, pinned to the wall here. For some reason. Way. Exorcism. Guidance. Great. Air Summon. And Bar's Fire. All right. So that's my map of the, I don't know, top floor of the ruins done. Yeah, I found some decent loot. I found a fire sword for Theb, which is quite nice, and some spells. Got it. Some lore about the dragons. I guess now we can head downstairs. And the ruins of Tars was where this exit in the underworld led to, like the only spot I found in here. This leads into the room. So this is where I'm out. I still haven't found the mines where you wind up if you sell yourself to Master Mog. I'm surprised by that. But, hey, finding stuff. Finding our way through these winds and whatever else. Cast Eye Magic. Yeah, or summon. One point. Hey, here we go. We have an air elemental. What's the air elemental look like? Let's see. Strength 16, Dex 12, 1 intelligence, no spirit. Attack 3, defense 3, level 0, AC 8, not bad. 12 hit points, 12 stun, has air talons and air armor. I cannot be yes, you cannot unequip the air talons and air armor from your air elemental and trade them to other people. All right, so now I guess we need to head back to way, way. There's. Let's see. And I just need to step away for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back, and it looks like the air elemental has died. I guess they die. Let's see. Get rid of air elemental. Yeah. Okay. So they don't automatically unsummon themselves. They just die, and then you have to get rid of them. Weird. No. Okay. Yeah. Here I am. Okay. Let's see. Let's cast spells. Eye magic. Um. Cloak arcane on. Cat. Endil. Oh, magic. Misk. Mage light. I. All right, we got our thing back. Should I sense traps as well? Probably. All right. Let's see. I go. Okay. This. This. No. One. Got a door in front of me. Steps sound hollow here. There is a secret passage to the south, which is where entrance underworld is. And you can climb down that, and then you have a passage to the underworld. Okay, okay. Another door. What's in here? Skeletons. 7 skeletons and 3 goblins. Okay. Hmm. Advance. If we can fight these. Skeletons are probably fight the goblins first. I think they're a tougher, very more dangerous group. Yeah, let's exercise skeletons actually. Okay. We're not doing great. Skeletons, 2 goblins left. Luckily, everyone's just getting stunned and killed, right? And we actually do get XP for that too, even though we failed horribly at that fight. Bandage. Okay. Do. Here's one spitting snake and also two more spitting snakes. I was going to say a much easier fight, but is it? I mean, we won this time. Stuff up to the north of me that's already mapped, like looping, or hmm, anyway. I shouldn't have been in here anywhere else, but maybe these aren't. No, I haven't been in the mines in the save file. Hmm, curious. Nothing here. A rotting body of some unknown creature reeked of filth and decay. How nice. Goblins. You encounter a band of merry adventurers on their way out of the dungeon. Can I can I just like talk to them? There's 5 adventurers and a wizard. I, I guess we're fighting them. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Dodge, dodge, cast, unmagic. Couldn't reach. You're out of range. He's already stunned. I guess I should heal Theb. That wizard is still up. All those adventurers are still up as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, the wizard is down. Cheetah can't cast. Out of spell points he might be. Yes, he is. Do, do, do. Heal. Yeah, Muscles does in fact need it. Ulrich. Everyone's stunned. Adventurers are. Ulrich leveled up. Good for him. Right, Ulrich. Have. Self. I already have a skill 3. Have some health. We could just like rest, but bandage. Save the game. Okay, yeah, it's the same fight apparently. Can we not just like talk to them? Doesn't let me skill combat, does it? Hmm. Okay. So So okay. Okay, so it's a stat fight. Sure. Oh, combat, disarm the adventurers. Elvars fire the adventurers. It's 5 of them for 6 points of damage each. Yeah, sure. Exorcism isn't going to do anything to them. Scare them. Okay, 4 adventurers, one's down. Stunned already. Let's see. Disarm them again. Okay. Only 1 adventurer left. Just the wizard now. Slowly walking up to him as he tries to blast me with magic. Okay, so he can like push us away. So he can in fact just push us away. Sun magic, sunstroke. Sunstroke Can't reach. Will you stop doing that, please? Breaking Wizard has infinite spell points. Aha. This wizard has infinite spell points. God damn it. Cheetah has no spell points left. Okay, use an item. He can use his Dragonstone. Yes, good. Fight, cast, I guess low magic, combat, fire. Okay, we did it. We did it. Ow, frick. Ow. Footsteps sound hollow here. It really was a shame about those adventurers. Just butchered like that. Yeah, yeah. Monsters everywhere. Some days it doesn't pay to get up. Run away. Just butchered like that. Yeah, was there nothing we could do to like not have to kill those adventurers? I feel like there must have been something, right? Something, maybe. I found a locked chest. Wonderful. Stab remains locked. Wow, that's a lot of money. And let's see, Firelight, Death Curse, and Sunstroke, and also a bunch more money. I do love money. Let's see, Sunstroke is, well, it's a Firelight, Death Curse. I didn't even get to take the adventurer's equipment. Okay. Learned Firelight. Hooray. Death Curse I can't learn. Maybe a spell? Yeah. We had Sunstroke. Death Curse as well. Cat points. This back. Shame about those adventures. Just butchered like that. Was there any way to avoid killing those adventurers? Maybe. Maybe. Here's monsters. Goblins are weirdly tough. Guidance. Pain, sense traps. Can I like use the lore skill here? No, no. Bunch of dragonstone stone. Okay. Ceiling is old and seems about to cave in. Yeah, look at that. The dungeon does in fact wrap around. Footsteps sound hollow here. I know. It has the secret door. Inside this hidden cupboard, you find a dusty bottle. Wants the dusty bottle? Yes. Hospital will take it. Okay, it's never mind. It's a healing potion. Sure, Muscles can take the healing potion, and then 5 more dragon stones. Just in case you thought I was using up those dragon stones, no. Here's 5 more. Here, there is no wall. Open passage. Something moving at the end of the hall. I bet it's myself. Actually, one down to spot. Here. Okay. And here's the stairs. Haunted Labyrinth is patrolled by strange monsters. There's a wraith and 5 skeletons. I mean, sure, let's fight them, I guess. The wraith can cast spells at us. Wraith can really cast spells at us. Ulrich is dead. Wow, what? Wow, they actually killed Ulrich. I'm very upset by this. Cast Unmagic Exorcism on the skeleton. Wraith went down. Only 3 of us left, and Ulrich is dead. Can we like revive him, or is he permanently dead? He's permanently dead. I'm probably going to reload. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, he's dead. Doesn't seem to work. Hmm. Don't think there's. Are there any spells that revive people? Or I don't have them yet. Cowardice. Healing, group healing. Perhaps cloak arcane. No, I don't think that there's a revival spell. Maybe, maybe if you bring someone to a temple or something. Uh, let's see. Not the yard. Uh, Checking here. I think I probably just have to reload here. That's a shame. All right. So, continue. And yeah, back at the adventurer fight. Cast low magic to disarm. Sure. Fire light on the wizard. Hell didn't read. What spells can reach more than a few feet away? Fire has a range of 30. Firelight has a range of 30. No, but if you're in the back row, 30 to 10 feet further away, actually 40 feet back row. Only all right. Immediately stunned. Affected all. Okay, up again. Magic fire. that wizard. Fire on that wizard. Okay. And I dodge, dodge. Unstroke him. Somehow this wizard is still up. Oh, Louis killed Louis. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Stop killing my people. Okay. I guess I shouldn't have healed Louis. If I hadn't healed Louis, then he wouldn't have kept getting targeted, right? Dragonstone. Dragonstone. Oak Arcane. Go through the door. Oh, couldn't. Sunstroke can't reach 30 feet. Sunstroke's 20 feet, right? Fire. Wizard. Done. Rook is stunned. Wizard is still up. Dragonstone. Okay, we did it. No one's dead. Okay. Save the game. Yeah. Let's see. 7 skeletons and 1 giant snake. Huh. I mean, I just say, why not? Right. And unmagism. Guy. Eye magic. Elvar's fire. City. Not. Whatever. Fine. Okay. Ulrich's already down. Not going well. And yet, the one. That uh, Cheetah takes Death Curse and Sunstroke. Delandil takes Firelight. Cat Guidance. Okay. Dragonstone. Death Curse. He knows Sunstroke. Delandil already knows Firelight. Dusty Bottle. Healing Potion. Here's more Dragonstones. Okay. So, back to where I was. Alright. Just went up this hallway, that door. Something weird's going on. Stairs. Here's this room. Here's an encounter. It's 7 goblins and 1 guard goblin this time. Can I... The goblins? Maybe. My arcane cloak has arm the goblin. Ooh. Bars fire goblin. Goblins are rough. Let's... Can I scare the goblins? Scare does seem to have actually this time. But also it might be a little too late. Reload. Guess I'll load up the white arrows. Okay. What is it this time? This time it's 2 spiders and 2 lizard men. It seems like a more fight, right? Lizard men are too far away. The lizard men do a lot of damage. Okay, we won. Okay, wow. Try to keep that up. Okay. Feel disoriented, as if you've been spun around. I have not been spun around. Might have been teleported, but no, I have not. All right, down one. I wind up at the top of the map. What's in? Here's this door. Goes out into that hallway. Actually, that would. How do I draw this? How do I draw this? Guess I put that here, like here, right? Yeah. Door. Yeah. Here's some goblins, spiders, 7 guard goblins. Guess my shield wore off. That's a shame. Out of magic, I guess. Fine. I'm surprised at how much of a threat goblins are. Ran away. Ulrich's nearly dead. So, cat, Bogar King. Okay, this time it's 1 ghoul and 2 cave snakes. Guess that's fine. Cave snakes advanced real fast. Two hurt. Skulls. Okay. Okay. Yep. All right, I'm in this here. There's just a little bit left that I haven't explored. Here. To this way. Back at the stairs, yeah. This corridor reeks with a foul odor. Terrible. No. Can I use any sort of lore here? No. Found another secret wall. Obvious which one it is. Inside the secret closet, you find the broken arms of a statue. Who wants to carry the broken arms? I guess Elendil does. Okay, well, those are going to be like the arms of Lenectur, right? That we need to find statue arm, find and like reassemble this guy, and then presumably turn him back from a statue. All right, almost explored this entire dungeon. Gold seems to be about to cave in. Yeah. Okay, the last stairs that I didn't walk on. All right, and that's this entire dungeon mapped out. Now I can just leave, I suppose. Not. Nothing else here. All right. That's the ruins of Tar explored, as well as the slave estate. Let's get out of here. Snake. Eat up a giant snake. On our way out. All right, and we're back in Dilmun now. Let's see. I suppose what we should do here. What does our inventory look like? We have stuff that we should probably sell. The healing potion apparently has like 10 charges on it, which is not half bad. We have, stuff to sell. We have a fair bit of stuff I don't need. About you carrying a ton of dragon stones. Also have, you also have some dragon stones. We have a bunch of mirrors. Maybe I can sell the mirrors. Maybe they're worth something. One dragon stone, sunstroke, which you already know. Firelight, which you already know. Stone arm. Let's head back to the market, just so I don't have to do that at the start of next time. A quick trip. Sell stuff. My inventory a little bit. I can't run away from them because if I run away, I get backed up and then the fight is here again, right? Like it's a set encounter, not necessarily this exact group, but there will be a group here. So I have to beat these guys up. Oh, the jail guards are there. An annoying fight. Leveled up. Skull. Sell the mirror. The mirror is priceless. Right, he doesn't want that. Priceless, worthless, same thing. Ruby dagger, short sword, hand axe. Keep the healing potion. Dragon stones. I might need them. All the broadsword. Thing. Louis has a bunch of mirrors that I should just toss on the floor. Sunstroke is worth 50. Firelight, worth 50. Stone arms, priceless. Buy though. Buy a couple more sets of arrows. Gold. I guess you can hold on to one mirror just in case. Just in case. No, I don't need it. I can get infinite mirrors if I need them. Dragonstone. Cheetah. Hold on to the rest of them for now, I guess. Uh, okay. I guess that should be fine for now. Alright, the jailkeeper. Run away. Jailkeepers. Okay. Charged up. The yonder boy. Somehow he managed to hurt Ulrich. I was all charged up. Yonder boy. Louis, what do I want to do with you? I have a point of strength. And a point of climb. So you have it. Okay. Trying to get out of the city with like everything maxed out. Way. Yes. Okay, I've explored the slave manor. I did not find an entrance into the mines, so I don't know where they are. I explored the ruins of Tar, the Tar ruins, whatever you want to call them. I found statue arms, which I assume I need to revive Lanaktur. Get across this bridge. Uh-huh, he wants to see the papers. Sure. Have 60 gold. What do I care? Here's some gold. The goblins are here permanent. We'll fight the goblins next time. Let's save the game. Yes, great. Okay, so we're done on the desolate island, the island of desolation, whatever it's called. We're done there as far as I can tell. We have plumbed its secrets, found everything there is to find. Oh, it's Forlorn Island, sorry, not desolate. We're done on Forlorn Island. We're done in Purgatory. We are going on to explore some more of the Isle of the Sun. Probably hit up the city of Phobos. Perhaps journey on toward Lansk and over toward Mudtoad. So next time we'll start off. We'll explore the exterior here on the Isle of the Sun, and we'll probably head into Phobos and see what's there. And maybe bad things are there. Maybe terror and destruction are there, or maybe it's a nice place. Maybe it's actually a nice sort of vacation spot. We can have fun, relax, we can kick up our feet, and wonder why we're bothering with this whole revenge against Namtar, the beast from the pit thing. Because, hey, isn't the best revenge a life well lived? I think so. So, until next time, stay safe, have fun, and I really hate dungeons that loop around and wrap around. I, they're the worst. I hate them.